Okay, today here I will discuss SAS statements. It's an easy concept. You can see a definition of statements. A SAS statement is a series of items that can include keywords, SAS names, special characters, and operators. So in a SAS statement, we can include all these keywords, SAS names, special characters, and operators. So we know this rule. All SAS statements end with a semicolon. And see, what is the use of SAS statement? A SAS statement either requests SAS to perform an operation or gives information to the system. The SAS statement either requests SAS to perform an operation or gives information to the system for that. Next, SAS statements are two types: global statements, local statements. See, combination of some statements is a program. We'll execute those programs. So through each statement we can give some information. Okay, combination of some meaningful statements is a program actually. Okay, here these are two types: global statements, local statements. Global means we can use anywhere in the session, and once you executed any global statement, that will be work up to the closing of SAS session. Local means there will be a specified position, there only we can use, and local will work only in that program, only for that program only. So first of all, global statements. Statements that are global in a scope and can be used anywhere in a SAS program. Statements that are global in scope and can be used anywhere in a SAS program. Means in the SAS session anywhere we can use. And after execution, these statements will be work up to the closing of SAS session. So once you executed any global statement, that will be work up to the closing of SAS session. Okay, see here. List of global statements. Title statement, footnote statement, X means execute statement, comment statement, file name statement, LIBNAME statement, options statement. These are the global statements. Okay, one by one. Title statement. Okay. So by using title statement, we can specify title lines for SAS output. Title lines for SAS output. So note here, we can specify maximum 10 title lines for one SAS output. For one SAS output, we can specify maximum 10 title lines. And see, in each line we can specify maximum this many characters, 32,767 characters. Suppose line, this is like this, how many characters we can write a line in a line? This many, 32,767 characters. See the syntax. Title is a statement. Here we can give the numbering 1, 2, 3 up to 10. Within the double quotes, here we can give the title lines. So this is the syntax. Title is a statement and means numbering 1, 2, 3 up to 10. And within the double quotes, you can specify the title lines. Okay, let me import some raw data for practice. Okay, I have some raw data here. Any data you can import just for printing. So emp and class I will import here. Proc import data file. D drive emp.xls. First I'm importing the data from emp excel file. Out emp dbms excel. See, for my data set I'm giving the name emp only, employee. It's an optional, you can give any name. So I have imported the data from emp excel file. Next, class. Same, proc import data file D drive class.xls out is equals to class. Okay, now importing data from class excel file. It is in D drive. For my data set, I'm giving the name class. Like this, we can import the raw data. To import the raw data. Now just let me print the data. Just printing the data, listing report. Okay, here two data sets are there, class emp. Just I want to print the class data. So print means listing report. Through procedures only we can generate the reports. See, all procedures starting with the keyword proc, and here the procedure name is print. I want to print the class data. Okay, see here. Yes. So this is the title here, the SAS system. Okay. So this is the default title. The SAS system is the default title. For every output, it will show this title only. But I don't want this title now. I want to give some my own title. Now here, we can use the title statement. So this is the first one, so no need to give the number. So directly you can write something. The class data listing report. Okay, something I'm giving like this. Execute. Now it is showing this title, the class data listing report. So I have specified my own title. Suppose if you want to specify more than one title, suppose here only one. If you want to specify more than one title line, simple. Then you can give the numbering now. It's title 1. Then the next one will become the title 2. Okay, something. Okay. Next to title 2, I'm giving this one. See now. Here we have two titles now. So this is the first title and this is the second title. Age group analysis by gender. Something like this. How many title lines we can give for one output? Maximum 10. You can give, if you want, you can give up to 10 title lines like this. Okay, here for the titles we can apply some attributes. Okay, here for the title one I'm giving the color, means font color. Okay, right. B color means background color, yellow. Okay, this one I'm giving green, background color. Okay, suppose I'm applying the font color, background color. This. So select. See now. For the first title, see font color right, background color yellow. Say for the second title, see font color green, background color pink. And by default, these two titles are in the center position here. If you want to change the position, suppose. Okay. Left position, right position. See, move to left position and this one to right position. And this is the default height of the title. If you want to change this one, so here I'm giving 1 centimeter, suppose. Okay, see here now. You can change the height of the title also if you want, or this. We can increase like that. Like this we can apply the attributes. You see, as I told you here, it's a global statement. We can use anywhere in the SAS session, anywhere. Suppose here you can write these title statements here also within the program. So for your identification, just I'm changing like this, the class data, just this much. Okay. Now here also we can write. So it's a global statement. So we can write outside of the program or within the program also. Now execute. Only class data and this. So we can write outside of the program or inside of the program. Global statements. Anywhere we can write. Next, here one important point. Okay, observe here. here I have created two title lines for class output. Suppose now I'm going to print the EMP data. So for the EMP output also, it will show the same title lines because title is a global statement. Once you executed any global statement, that will be work up to the closing of SAS session. So here I have created two title lines for the class output table, but it will show the same title lines for EMP output also. Observe. Select submit. See, this is the EMP output: employee number, employee name, job, manager, so on. But here also it is showing the same title. This is the concept of global statements. So first of all, global statement means we can use anywhere, outside of the program or within the program. And once you executed any global statement, that will be work up to the closing of SAS session. Okay, so it is giving same title lines for the EMP output also. Suppose you are specifying like this: title, the employee data. Now this one will override the old titles, so it will show this one only. See now, for the EMP output it is showing this title, the employee data. So like this we can specify the title. Actually in the real time also, while doing the projects, for every report we need to specify a title. See, individual title. So title is must for every output. Sometimes more than one title also required in some cases. You see, every table requires one title. This means here we are giving some information. What is this report? Means of blood pressure and pulse rate. See, like this. So by using title statement, we can give the title. So for every report, we'll give an individual title. Like this. If it is required more than one, we can give. Suppose if you want to give some attributes, you can apply here. Colors, background colors. Okay, next. This is one point. How to remove the title lines? See, by using null title statement, we can remove the title lines. So after we discussed how to apply the title lines, now the question is how to remove the title lines. So by using null title statement, we can remove the title lines. So null title, simple. Title is a statement, then semicolon. Don't write anything, just semicolon. This is called null title. Okay, see now. Okay, now I need to generate the EMP report without any title lines. That's my requirement. I don't want any title lines now. Here. So I'm writing like this: title, semicolon, directly. Without writing any text within the quotes, I'm giving just title and semicolon directly. So see now. See, I have generated a report, see, without any title lines. Like this, we can remove the title line also. So by using null title statement. So this is the concept of title statement to specify the title lines. Okay, next. Footnote statement. So here writes up to 10 lines of text at the bottom of the output. Okay, see the syntax, footnote. Here you can get the numbering. Within the double quotes, you can write the text. You can write the text here. Simple. Title means at the top of the table. Footnote means at the bottom of the table. So when it will be required, footnote. Suppose I have generated one graph report. Okay, here some graph report is there. At the bottom of the graph, I need to write some text, means the conclusion. Suppose I am writing something. So on, blah blah blah. Okay. So to write some information at the bottom of the report, it could be any report, either graphical report or statistical report or any other tabular report. You can write some information at the bottom of the report. For that we are using footnote. Same here also you can write up to 10 lines of text and in each line 32,767 characters. Suppose here by default there won't be any footnote. Just I am printing the class data. So just printing the class data. By default, no footnote. See, footnote means here, nothing. But now I need to write some information. Okay. Only one line. So no need to give the numbering. Footnote. Suppose I will give this one. Okay, for the class data I want to apply. For the class output. Okay, observe. See. Now I have given some information here at the bottom of the report. Okay, see this. We can write some information like this at the bottom of the report. Same here also you can apply more than one. So in that case you can give the numbering footnote 1, next footnote 2, next footnote 3, like this. Same here also you can write up to 10 lines of text like this. So observe. See, I have given like this 3 lines, 3 out means 3 footnote lines for the output. And here also you can apply the attributes. Okay, now I'm writing this within the program. Okay, no problem. These are global. Anywhere we can write. Okay, I will apply these here. So try this. See, three footnote lines, three different attributes. For the first one, font color green, background color like this. Second one, see, font color red, background yellow. Third one, font color blue, background white. So nothing. So we like this, you can apply the attributes. This. Okay, same point here also. See, for the class output, I have created three lines of footnote. Next, I am going to print the EMP data. So, see, but for the EMP output also, it will show the same footnote. See this one. This is the EMP output. Employee number, employee name, jobs. But it is showing the same footnote lines because it's also a global. Footnote is also a global statement. So it is applying the same footnote here also. This one. So how to remove the footnote lines? Suppose I want to generate EMP report without any titles and without any footnote also. So how to remove the footnote lines? So by using null footnote statement, we can remove the footnote lines. See, simple. Null footnote means this one. Footnote semicolon directly. This is called null footnote. Okay, now see here. I'm using this one here. So now it will generate a report without any footnote. See. Now I have generated my EMP report without any title lines and without any footnote. So title statement and footnote. Simple. Title means we can write the text on the top of the table. Footnote means we can write the text at the bottom of the table. So 10 lines of text. Next small one, X statement. Execute statement. So here we can execute basic operating system commands from the SAS session. Means issues an operating environment command from within a SAS session. So this is just basic commands. Suppose I want to open a calculator. So how to open? So we will write like this in the start menu, in the search box, CALC. You can open calculator. Suppose I want to open an Excel file or notepad. So here we can write. If you want to change the date, first I think you have to go to the command prompt. Here you can give the date. So it is showing the current date and you can enter the new date. Okay, like this. You can change even time, anything. Actually in SAS, one advantage is that if you want, you can execute those commands within the SAS directly. So first start with the X, same command, CALC, calculator. Say I have opened the calculator. I need to open the notepad to write something. So you can open the notepad. You can write something and you can save. Or I need to change the date. If you have the permissions, you can change from here also. It's showing the current date. You can enter the new date. Or I want to change the time. It's here. If you have the admin permissions, you can change from here. Suppose let me try. I want it's now 6 o'clock here. I want to change like this. 8:35 10 seconds. Hours, minutes, seconds. So here it is showing I don't have the permissions for that. If you have the admin permissions, you can change from here directly. Date, time, dates. If you have the SQL Plus in your machine, you can open from here. So see the systems as well. So I have connected to my Oracle and SQL from here. So we can execute basic operating system commands from the SAS session by using X statement. So next, a comment statement. By using this, we can explain the purpose of the SAS statement or SAS program. So this is called commenting. The green color text. See, we are writing like this, right? Quotes. This one, slash and all. This is the comment. So why we are using this comment here? To explain the purpose of this program. So this program is for this one, to apply the attributes. So here I have given like this, suppose, to import the data. Means this program is useful to import the data. Okay. This is the comment. See how to make the text as a comment. So but yes, I have some text. I want to make this one as a comment. So simple shortcut is this one. So select the text. Control question. This is not. Select the text. Control and this question marks. See? So that you can make the text as a comment. If you want to remove this one, again select Control Shift question mark. So to make the comment, select the text plus Control question mark. This symbol, this button. Next, if you want to remove the comment, again select the text, Control plus Shift plus this symbol. Or one more, before the text, you can write the comment statement. Like this, also you can make the text as a comment up to the semicolon. That is the ending point. And this is a shortcut. Simply select the text, Control question mark to remove, Control Shift. Even in SAS, if you want to convert the text into capital letters, suppose ABC. This one I want to convert to capital letters. Select the text, Control Shift U, U for uppercase. See here. The text plus Control Shift plus U. Next, for lowercase, select the text, Control Shift L. Suppose say select this one, Control Shift L. These are the shortcuts. Next, file name statement. So we can save the external file path in the reference variable. By using file name statement, we can save the external file path in the reference variable. It's not mandatory, but it will be useful to reduce the text in some cases. But in DDE statement, it's mandatory also. Later we'll discuss the local statement. There we'll discuss this DD, dynamic data exchange. There it is mandatory. File name. Okay, see the concept here first. Syntax, file name, reference name. Within the codes, you can specify the path. By using file name statement, just we can save this path in the reference variable. We can save the external file path in the reference variable. That's it. Okay, I will show you an example. Okay, I have an Excel file here in D drive, Sniper data. Okay, here I have the data in 3 sheets: sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3. Okay, I want to import the data from all 3 sheets one by one. Okay, see the requirement. To import the data from sheet 1. So it's an Excel file named Sniper data. There are 3 sheets: sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3. Now first I need to import the data from sheet 1. Suppose it is on desktop. Okay, desktop. So how to write a program? Proc import data file. So in this case, just right click on the file, properties, copy the location. What is the name? Sniper data.xls. Out is equals to sniper1 dbms excel sheet 1. Even if you didn't specify, it will import the data by default from sheet 1 only, but I have written clearly. So select submit. See, data imported from the sheet 1. See, so many columns. Next, to import the data from sheet 2. Say from the same Excel file from the sheet 2. Okay, see the program. Proc import data file is equals to, see this one. Path is same. Means from the same Excel file, but from sheet 2. Okay. So for the output, I am giving the Sniper 2. See here, I have imported the data from sheet 2. So 3 columns. Just 3 columns. Next, same, to import the data from sheet 3. Just a second till to Adams went to offline. Wait. Hello Adams, can you hear me? Just a second.
I can see, yeah.
Okay. So now sir, we are discussing file name here. to save the external file path in the reference variable. This is the syntax. File name, some reference name, path. You can save this path here in the reference variable. It's not mandatory here, it's an optional to reduce the text, but in some cases it's mandatory. Okay, here I'm importing the data from one Excel file that is on desktop. It's in Nipper data. So here I have data in 3 sheets: sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3. Now I need to import the data from sheet 1. So see, this is the program. Say proc import data file, say path out. I have given the name Nipper1 dbms excel. So sheet is equals to sheet 1. I have specified. So I have imported data successfully. Next I have to import the data from sheet 2. So same proc import data file, say same path, because from the same Excel file it's a different sheet. So for my output I have given the name Nipper2. So I have imported. Next, suppose sheet 3. Proc import data file, see same path. For my data set I have given the name Nipper3 from the sheet 3. So actually it's an empty one, nothing there. Nothing, empty one. Discussing this file name statement. So here we can save the external file path in the reference variable. This is the syntax: file name, reference name, path. So we can save the external file path in the reference variable. So first of all, I need to import the data from an Excel file. So name Nipper data. It's on desktop. Here we have 3 sheets. Sheet 1, so much of data. Sheet 2, 3 columns. Sheet 3 is an empty one. Okay, first of all, to import the data from sheet 1. See, source file Excel, name Nipper data. There are 3 sheets. First of all, from sheet 1. So this is the program. Proc import data file is equals to path. Out, for my data set I have given the name Nipper1 dbms excel. So I want to import the data from sheet 1. Okay, sheet is equals to sheet. I have executed. This is the data. Next, to import the data from sheet 2. See, from the same Excel file, so same path. For my data set I have given the name Nipper2 and I have imported the data from sheet 2. See this one, 3 columns. Next, to import the data from sheet 3. See, proc import data file, same path again, because from the same Excel file from sheet 3. I have given Nipper3. See, in these programs we are using the same path, because from the same Excel file we are importing. So here I want to save that external file path in the reference variable. I'm writing here now file name, suppose some X. So here I will take the path. Okay, this one. File name, this is my reference name. Something, anything you can do, A, B, C, or anything. Some X. Now if I have executed this, it will save this total path in this shortcut variable, in the reference variable X. See, now see these programs. Okay, here instead of writing this total path, instead of writing the total text every time, just we can use the shortcut X, because X is having that path. So execute this. See, I have imported the data from sheet 1 successful. Even here also, instead of writing this total path, just I can use the X. See, even here also, instead of this total one, just you can write X. Suppose like this, I'm importing from 10 sheets individually, one by one. So instead of writing 10 times the total path, just we are using X. So here we can reduce the text. We can reduce the text. It's not mandatory, it's an optional, but we can reduce the text by using file. But in one case it's mandatory also. DDE statement. Later we'll discuss that. There also we'll use the file name statement. So this is the concept of file name statement. To save the external file path in the reference variable. Next, so this one will discuss mainly tomorrow, most probably libraries. There it will cover LIBNAME statement. So by using LIBNAME statement, we can create temporary libraries. To create temporary libraries. So tomorrow maybe we'll start the libraries class. There we'll discuss what are the types, how to create. Then we'll discuss this LIBNAME statement to create temporary libraries. Next, options statement. We can change the system options. Means we can change the global options. See, this options statement can be used in libraries, format procedure, and macros. So this one also will cover in the libraries class. How to use the options statement. How to change the global options. So these two will cover in the next session. LIBNAME statement and options statement with examples. So these are the global statements here. Title, footnote, X, comment, file name, LIBNAME options. So these two will cover in the next session in the libraries class. It's a simple concept.